had the Exway Flex now for about 2 weeks. Actually, I think 2 weeks today. And time to basically give it a review. A lot of the stuff that I have to say about this specific board, I feel like it has a lot more to do with the fact that it's a short board, and maybe not quite as much to do with the fact that it's the Exway Wave. Also, I have a mic on here with the little dead cat thing, so hopefully the sound quality is going to be a lot better. This right here is probably one of my biggest complaints, and this can be fixed with a Riot kit and different wheels, especially something like cloud wheels. I assume you guys can hear the click, click, click as I go over all the little grooves in the sidewalk. And this is primarily what I have to ride around here. It's lots of sidewalks. And after a while, really a short while, I mean, this gets like hard on your feet just to hit this stuff over and over and over. That brings me to my first point. If you're going to get this board, I think you should get a Riot kit, but hubs do have their own set of perks. So it kind of really is going to be a preference thing. I could do a separate video later about like the difference between hubs and belt motors. Yeah, it just really kind of depends. But for me, I'm always going to want probably belts over hubs. Yes, they take a little more maintenance, but this right here and what I personally have to ride, I find it completely worth it. There's actually a skate park right over here, and I've kind of wanted to go, but every time I go, there's people there. But it's early in the morning, so maybe skaters have jobs or something, or don't wake up early. Oh, nice. Looks like maybe no one is there. This is exactly what I wanted. Just in case I look really stupid. You're probably like, oh, you'll look stupid in front of us, you're filming. But I won't, because I can edit all this out. Ooh, see, this right here, this is rough on your feet. Different wheels totally make a difference, but also not gonna get any rocks caught up in my belts. All right, look at this ground, because this right here, this is what like hub motors are made for. Wow, I just wanna ride this smooth ground. Oh, hear that? Now all you hear is the hub motors. The hub motors are quiet, so that's nice. We can't go fast here, there's a lot of places to turn. If you have sharp turns with the shortboard, you got a kicktail, you can use it. I tend to not ride with my foot on the kicktail. I guess I'm still somewhat centered a little more over the trucks, but you got the kicktail if you need it. And trust me, I've used it a lot. Definitely something that is needed. Exway's definitely made a couple of improvements with the Wave, even over the Flex, when it comes to the swappable drivetrain. So with the Flex, every time you are gonna swap between a Riot kit and a hub kit, assuming you have both, you have to peel the grip tape back, or you have to put holes in your grip tape, which just kind of changes the look a little bit. Personally, holes in the grip tape don't bother me. If you're gonna change to the Riot kit, you don't have to peel the grip tape up. They've got it set up where you can just unscrew it, plug and play, super easy. Let's talk about the swappable battery. Is it the first of its kind? I don't know. I don't know everything about every skateboard manufacturer out there. What I do know is the swappable battery in the Wave feels pretty awesome. It feels very, very secure in there. More secure than you would think. Like, you see the little rubber pieces on the side, but then there's also metal clips that it slides into, and the fact that the board is stiff and not flexible, but the battery has no noise and it feels like it locks in there and it's very secure. Also, they say you can swap a battery in less than 10 seconds, and they're right. Like, you can totally swap a battery super quickly. I know a lot of other skateboards out there have swappable batteries, but you have to unscrew like 6 screws to do that, and who wants to do that? I know people might be tired of hearing me talk about the smart battery, but the smart battery is still probably one of my favorite Exway features at all. This goes with the Flex and the Wave. Not having to reach up under your board to turn it off, just being able to control it with the controller, that's a game changer for us lazy people. I think Daniel said something to the effect, if you give me a way to be lazy, I'm gonna be lazy, and Exway's definitely given us a way to be lazy here. If something just works and it's convenient, it should be done. If you already have the Flex, the remote is the same, feels the same. The one thing that I would like to see changed about the remote, this right here. We're still using a micro USB. I would love to see USB-C. That way I just can start traveling with less cords. We need USB-C on everything. I don't know if the grip tape is actually different on the Wave from the Flex, but it feels much grippier than the Flex. I didn't like the grip tape on the Flex at all. It just didn't feel grippy, and I know that's a personal preference, but I feel like the grip tape on the Exway Wave does a lot better job. My grip tape did come with some bubbles in it, probably about 3 bubbles. If that happens to you, if you just take a small needle, you can just like poke a hole and then smooth the bubbles out. I don't know if that's like a common problem. My board is a demo board. If your board does arrive like that and it's bothering you, it's a pretty easy fix. Probably one of the main reasons someone's gonna choose to go with a hub motor besides maintenance over a belt drive motor is gonna be sound. Hubs, at the end of the day, I mean, hub motors are gonna just be quieter. So if in your country riding electric skateboards is maybe, I don't know, like illegal, you might wanna go with a hub system just because they look more discreet. It looks a lot closer to a regular board. The Exway Flex and the Exway Wave both handle hills pretty good. I live in Houston, it's super flat, so we don't have a lot of hills to ride. But this weekend I took my boards to a parking garage and oh my gosh, it was amazing. That was hitting the brakes, like just laying on the brakes, and I did that on smooth pavement. I wouldn't do that out on the sidewalk. The braking power with the hub kit, it's okay. Like, I actually feel like my Flex maybe brakes a little bit harder, but it's also the difference between belts and hubs again. I'm not entirely sure which one's supposed to be like better. With it being a shorter board, I don't think you really want that thing to just stop on a dime. Also, the cops just pulled up. They're kind of watching me. Not sure if I'm supposed to be here. Like, I mean, it's daylight. I was about to say I didn't see any hours, but I also didn't look. I think maybe it's time to move on to the coffee shop. Oh my gosh. And just like that, I missed the smooth pavement a lot. Oh gosh, this concrete here sucks too. Yeah, you can use a kicktail, but I don't like riding stuff like this. There's the fear factor and comfort. I'm too old to get beaten around. Definitely the turning radius on this thing is awesome. I still think this board with some cloud wheels is gonna be a little tank. Probably go over all kinds of stuff. It's also got good torque. The torque, I think, is something that's really important for a lot of people who like to go fast. I will say though that with that torque comes your skill of riding. I'm just a decent, I don't know, electric skateboard rider. And I think that a shortboard requires better technique, like better riding technique, as far as how you're gonna lean and paying attention. If something comes out in front of you, they're just a little bit less forgiving. Let's see if we can hit the top speed and what that says. All right, this is maxed out on gear 4. I don't know how fast I'm going right now. I'll have to look at my ride app. Let's just say it's fast enough. I really don't know that that was 23 miles an hour though. And totally gear 4. I'm too scared to go that fast and look at my remote too, so sorry. Can you carve on a shortboard? Yeah, you can. Also, if you're wondering that, this board does decent. Definitely when I'm carving and I'm pushing in, like I can feel the wheels grip. If that makes sense. Like they bite down a little bit. I actually think I can even hear it a little bit. I don't know. % have to walk over railroad tracks with these boards. I actually can ride my Flex over some railroad tracks, especially like the rail downtown and stuff where it's nice and smooth and decent railroad tracks, but those are awful. The Wave handles hitting like little pebbles and little sticks, okay. Normally it just kind of like spits them out. Not something that's really going to take you down, but you don't want to hit anything much bigger with that. Again, I think different wheels, Riot kit. I feel like I've said Riot kit a lot, but I think that's going to help with a lot of that. While it's daytime right now, I mean, I can't show you guys the lights very well, but if you're going to get the Wave, I definitely recommend getting the lights too. Check this pavement out though. This is just perfect, brand new. I didn't even know this street was open yet. This is what we all dream of. Crap. out again on gear 4. Good, how are you? Again, the board was gifted to me, so you can assume what you want out of that, but it really is a good solid board. I personally haven't had any issues with it overheating. My biggest complaint with the Wave, and it's minor, is still that this is USB micro and not USB-C. Hopefully, again, that's something that we just see in the future. You know, I would just love to be able to charge all my things with USB-C, but that's the same complaint I have with Apple iPhones. We're still using Lightning. Unless you're needing a board that's extra quiet and extra discreet, I would probably order the Riot kit. I love to have the option to be able to change wheels. They're using the Tris truck on the Wave, which also, you know, it's a great truck. I've been using it on my Flex and I love it. Now, as far as the swappable drivetrain system, if you bought a Riot kit, for instance, on your Flex, you can't take that kit and then put it on your Wave. You'll still have to buy another one, which I know some people don't like, but the trucks are different sizes, the system is different, the ESC is different. There's a lot of differences there. Hopefully in the future, maybe we'll see some stuff that definitely, at least if, you know, say they come out with another longboard or another shortboard, where we can swap some accessories over and not have to rebuy everything. In this case, it's like, I kind of get it. I mean, they're just two totally different boards at the end of the day. The bushings on the board feel good to me. I know some people felt like the bushings on the Flex were a little too hard. I will have to get some other bushings maybe and just kind of like experiment with them, but honestly the ones that come on it feel pretty decent to me. If you guys are interested in buying the Exway Wave or the Exway Flex, there's a code in the description, Liz20, all caps, and that'll get you $20 off. But right now, if you are gonna pre-order a Wave, there's another code, and I'll put that in the description, and that will save you guys another $30. So you can get $50 off right there, and that right there will cover the difference, and so you can upgrade to that Riot kit or get those lights. So if there's anything else I can answer for you guys that maybe I missed, or maybe that I'm just like unaware of that I like or don't like, feel free to ask me and I will do my best to answer all questions as honestly and non-biasedly as possible. As always, thank you guys again for watching and I will see you guys in the next one.